And do a couple of buttons here to have things go a little bit live.
No.
Everyone, and welcome once more to the Fall of Avanswell. Everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful day. I know it'll be interesting to see how things go today with our players. As usual, I am your host and GM and DM here, Dracovin, leading our intrepid group of people on their adventures. Hi, welcome. How's it going? So, to turn towards them in their introductions, I posed a question today, which I thought was kind of interesting one that I thought would be kind of nice. And that was, basically, I wanted to go in a direction that was, if you could ask a divine or similarly powerful being for one personal wish, what would it be? It's a little bit of selfishness for the players. Just a little bit. What would their wish be? So, I will need some D20s to see who will go first.
Oh my god, I might.
No, you rolled a... No, yours is the 8.
Yeah, never mind.
It is!
I was looking at my religion check above that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, we turn towards Joe first to begin our journey here.
Hi, I'm Joe. I play Umbrin Wisespark, the Liminal Fetchling Animist. And honestly, if I had one wish, it would be for my old mentor to be back.
Oh, that actually is a pretty good one. I can see that. It's like, hey, I want you to bring back someone from the dead.
I don't know if he's dead or not, technically, but most likely.
I saw that coming, and mine is also obvious.
Yeah. I
Both of you are like, we shall bring back people from the dead.
I feel like there's gonna be a running theme.
We have some dead people we want back. Just like pick this guy up here. I guess we'll turn towards Wyrm for the running theme here.
Yeah, I'm Diamond Wyrm, and I play. Nope, I almost went into my one for Saturday game. I'm Diamond Wyrm, and I play. And I play. And I have I have a bunch of characters, but I don't have to announce that character on Sunday, so I don't have a spiel that my brain triggers.
Yeah.
I'm Diamond Wyrm, and I play Ixbanor, the Awakened Ferret, Sorcerer, Alchemist. And if I could wish for a divine favor of some kind, I'd bring back Halifax, my master, my former master.
You sure not Eskret?
Yes. He's probably not even dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Eskret dead?
We don't know.
Unknown. I left that up
Or
in the
have you
air.
just not seen him in a very long time?
He ran away.
Yeah, that's fair. No, he's probably dead.
He basically, because the idea is he went through the entire weird interdimensional shit and heading to places, and he was like, you know what? I'm out.
Valid. Fair.
Because I feel like Calder came in after the weirdest of the shit. You've gone through some shit with them, but the really weird, we traveled to another plane briefly and then end up in a virtual hell area, that was missed at least,
Yeah, Calder probably would have left too. Don't blame him. I'm not dealing with that BS.
Yeah. So we turn towards you though, Jessie, for your introduction to Calder.
Yeah. Jessie, I'm playing Calder, the human gunslinger. Man, if you couldn't guess it, if Calder could get a wish, he would want his friends back. He has some, he used to, this isn't the first party he's traveled with. He used to travel with 4 friends from his hometown, but he's the only one left.
Things like that happen. The dangers of adventure.
Yeah.
So, anyway, if you missed last time, they got in the tower. I guess that's the easiest way to describe what happened. Entering into the tower and adventuring through that, there was some stuff ahead of time, but the tower is the most important part here, where you got to meet a good old giant death robot possessed by an angel, and it was generally friendly towards you, which is weird because giant death robots possessed by an angel sounds like it wouldn't, but no, generally friendly. But now you've reached the final
I feel like
chambers.
there's an anime in there somewhere. Giant death robots possessed by angels.
Have you ever watched Knights of Sidonia?
Oh yeah, I have.
It's just that.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong. But yeah, now you're in these nice chambers with a good old dragon kind of just sitting in front of you, who's like, you showed up. That's where we're entering into things here. Let me just
You look tasty.
hasn't said it
I
yet.
cast fireball. No.
Kill him!
That wouldn't probably hurt him.
Yeah,
That's a fair
true,
point.
actually.
He'd be like, oh, thank you for warming me up.
Well, the little rats. I was expecting you soon.
We got waylaid.
So, now that you're here, what do you desire?
We just went over
Doesn't
that.
mean
No.
like that. He means literal, not magical.
I know. That's why I said that out of character.
Yeah.
We desire to go up to the sphere.
We desire the spark.
Dangerous things, this world. Better left unturned. It's best that you just run away to the hole that you should live in. Yours is not to touch the sky, to fall down to the ground as the tiny creatures you are, scorched like bugs. As it kind of lifts up its claw and just kind of like brings it down very slowly and just kind of presses it into the floor there. A claw which is like a gigantic claw that's probably bigger than any of you, you know?
Yeah.
That's not hard.
True. For you, it's very much
Or
so.
when he said rat, I was just like,
Is like that guy?
Ixbanor?
That's offensive.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have an option.
There's always options for your kind. You've just made the wrong choices repeatedly in your creatures' ancestries. And now that you try to make the correct one, you think that the world will be appealing to you?
I think it'll be better than this place is.
I mean, if you're saying what we're doing is the correct choice, then in theory that should be mean we're doing the right thing and you should let us go?
Yeah, pretty much.
Repulsion from the old powers is the correct choice. But do your species deserve suspension? The lady's echo seems to allow that, but I am not such a simple judge.
I seek peace for my people.
You say. I only see violence down below. War. A war brought on by actions of your ancestors.
Well, yeah.
Can we really be held to the actions of the past? We didn't do any of that. We're
If I could
just
change what our ancestors did, I would.
yeah.
I
We're
don't
just trying
have
to stay
that
alive.
option.
Fact is, you must be able to live and react to those actions. You cannot just beg for forgiveness for such actions. Nay, they still occurred. They are still on your heads, if not directly.
And I asked the leader of our enemies for a peace deal.
What funny little
I mean-
creatures in many ways.
The Scorched Earth thing also isn't that great. I mean, I feel like the recomeuppance. I'm looking for a word. The retaliation is way more severe than what was called for. Probably. I don't know though. I don't know how it actually went. I wasn't there. Maybe it's not.
An interesting thought. An interesting thought. But perhaps when your land is purged of all your kind, my kindred may return to this realm once more and help repopulate with whatever species comes after you. See that they raise correctly this time, and whatever new gods they worship, at least appease to the old echoes.
Oh, if you want that to happen quicker, then let us be on our way. We will save our people and leave.
But you draw
otherwise our
powers
would...
that you do not know the true depths of activating on. That is what I warn you on. Those other fools only see, kind of staring down Talk almost at this point in time. Those other fools just see what they knew. You must be one that is aware of the truth to understand what has happened. Blood and betrayal are very few forgiven, and you seek to invoke grand powers, draw on ancient gods that still live, and draw them back to a land which is anathema to them in many ways. What great damages will that do? Even if they say, oh, it'd be fine. Your gods died for a reason. The old ones survived for another reason. My kind lives because we sided with the old.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, I don't have a lot of love for the gods that people still cling to.
But you still do cling to their festering corpses.
I mean, people need something to believe in. And it's not like the old gods have shown up anytime recently.
Yeah, true.
Knowledge has been lost.
That is true. Much of the Lodge has been lost. But it's been lost because it was chosen to be lost. Did you realize that? Why do you think you don't remember the names? Because they don't exist in this world anymore. They're not supposed to. They've been erased from memory, from history.
Well, I mean, fair. I don't know. I'm not super strong on the other. I mean, it seems that the Earth and Sky deities still have names that can be recalled.
Yes. Because they live still. They fled before their ultimate destruction at the hands of the successors. The ones that you worship. It was that very greed, anger, hatred, and violence that led to their own downfall. But perhaps that story's unimportant to you. What's important is what? Saving yourselves by invoking the divine, invoking the names, the power of the old. You would call upon sheer madness to your world.
Do whatever I have to keep my people safe.
Look, I understand that there are people who continue to make bad decisions even to this day. But would you say that would you say that the Dread Army is correct? Do you think they all should be wiped out for the sins of their past, or is it better to leave some alive to learn and live and learn again.
Those creatures are cursed. They're driven on by a madness they don't understand. They will fight and fight until there is none left. Their deaths are at hand, just as much as yours are. Perhaps it's even more pathetic than the deaths that you are being dealt, while they are just slaughtering you wholesale. They're slaughtering themselves without even knowing it. It's that, really.
Well, the leader at least seems to know it, and he seems to not care.
He also sure that he doesn't seem to die.
Are you sure that that's not embraced by the madness? Engulfed by it, by hatred, anger, overwhelmed by it, unable to see.
You can be overwhelmed, but still see clearly, and I think that's where he is. They are? I don't know what gender. Anyway. I guess it's a Dreadlord, not Dreadlady. Yeah.
Is powered by the hatred that the Earthspark still held.
Well, he's utilizing it.
But you don't think the anger, the anger spark, what's left over from a god, might not consume you in some way?
Probably would.
There will be ramifications for the actions you choose to take, far beyond just saving your people. You do realize that in many ways. What you are going to do will open up this world, even briefly, to another. A place where things hide.
Probably, but we'll just have to deal with that when it comes to it.
What choice do we have if we want to survive?
You will be drawn outside of your own time, into a place of echoes, into a place created that is much more a divine realm than an earth like this one. That means the whims of the gods. Those two would be directly upon you. And you are not creatures of divinity, such as myself. Would you withstand that power?
We can hope.
Hope.
And pray.
And pray.
It's either that or die.
Yeah.
I think a chance of life is better than a guarantee of death.
It's really all we mortals have to work with these days.
Do you know what will happen when you invoke the power that you seek?
Nope.
We have not been given details on that, no. We're working with
Assuming
limited
some
information.
kind of portal will open.
Yes, and
I'm thinking
no.
like a hand. I'm thinking a hand just scooping it up and bringing it somewhere else. That's what I was picturing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
There will be details that I cannot glean, but I can understand what will happen. You're hoping to use the fragment you have, invoking it and invoking its protection upon your people, while summoning forth the power. One will truly answer first. Why? Because the power you seek is weak still. There's a much more stronger force, a much more large spotlight, lighthouse to draw in the earth itself. What will that being take? What do you think it will take? There will be 2 sparks, and it will not discriminate. It may take both of you to a realm that neither of you rule. But I do not think you will be alone going there. That is what you must know.
Well, maybe pushing the cosmic reset button will give us a chance to maybe work things out when things are more balanced.
And perhaps being so close, that power will dissipate back into its owner and remove the madness that has engulfed these people. That would be a chance.
If all it does is put us on a level playing field, I think that's worth a shot.
I will give you the option. There must be 2 tasks that could be done. 2 chances that you can take. You must choose which one you wish. 2 directions that I will give you. Choose your direction wisely, and it will allow you to continue forward. To clean what you seek. Gain what you need. A power that can be invoked, perhaps only once. There may be no power like this left in this world. I do not know. If anything else remains of either sky or earth is lost. Lost to time. Lost to places where no spirit can touch them. Your first option's an interesting one. It taxes your mind more than anything, and a bit of your knowledge. What do you know of passing forward beyond here?
Was the power an option, or are you asking us
to
have you
raise
given us an option?
To raise to the sun, the sun above itself. How do you know to get there? Surely you had a plan more than just steamroll your way in here.
I pull out my staff and hold it up.
You're an idiot.
It's
fair.
pointing upwards.
Yes. He's gonna put up his hands and look up and be like, how'd you get there?
What we were told, there would be a summoning ritual that we would have to perform.
It's true. In ancient times, there was such a thing that remained. But
wait, okay, he asked, "How do we know where to go?" That's
no. He asked, "How do you know how to get there?"
How to get there?
That's what he asked.
Oh, how do we know how to get there?
Yeah.
Oh, I completely misheard that. Okay.
Yes.
That's why I'm like, my staff is guiding me. No, okay.
It's not what I asked. This small creature. Such a ritual once existed, but was lost long before the fall of this place. Would you be able to rediscover it? That's a path. You could go to these various places, hope to ingress something from the ancient minds of those that were once here. But be careful. Echoes of their spirits do remain, and some could be hostile to you if you say the wrong things. That's a choice. Play with the dead. See if you can find it. Or you could follow the route that happened much farther into this places. A test. A test of God. A test of divinity. Would you take such a test? A test of spirit, rather than mind. But, test of mind, perhaps only one of you would have to figure out the problem. Test of spirit, it would have to be you all. Are you all filled with so much spirit that you'd be willing? Or so much mind that one would be able to figure out the secrets lost to ages past? A difficult choice. But 2 paths ahead of you. If you can figure out one, I will not stand. Though I dislike your kind, you would still leave this place. Though you could perhaps plague my brethren. There is a passage from the realm that you will travel to that could lead to where my brethren live. Though we are not as directly connected with those two gods anymore. We do have our own realm, connected to theirs. And I would not rather you find it. Rats like you are unwelcome. I'm conflicted that way.
We don't seek out your brethren.
But what about your descendants? You do breed quite quick.
I mean, you seem to
Yeah,
have
that's
shown
fair.
very little faith in our abilities. Probably will just die.
It's less that you'll die, more that you'll cause issues. My young
can write
kin and
stories.
foolish ones could find themselves in positions where they could be compromised by your great heroes. And I would see none of my blood, or my kin's blood, or my cousin's blood be spilled. My young and foolish against your young and foolish.
Write stories and hope they last the test of time to warn up against such things.
That is even if you survive. True. Then yes. I will let you through. This is my realm to guard, and even if you aren't here, whatever comes next, I will continue to watch it. So, we come back to it. A choice of mind or soul. What would you face more?
And we have a moment
okay.
to talk it over.
Yes. I will allow such things. You do have two paths. You immediately walk down one.
Yeah,
The test of soul.
Huddle.
Okay. Yeah, we huddle. The Path of Soul is something we would all have to mutually agree on, because everyone would have to pass it.
Yes.
I'm more leaning towards that because we're all pretty stupid, I think.
I was going to say we're all pretty smart together.
I'm happy you have confidence, Umbrin. Because
you know how to invent things. That's a level of intelligence.
True, but
I'm afraid I could
we
not
have
help
done-
in discovering the ritual if that is something you wish to try to discover. As I said, I only saw part of it once long ago, and if it did go out of spirit and more direct blessings of gods allowed to travel there, I was unaware of that.
Is that Talas?
This is talk.
No, that was talk.
Dark, yeah.
Oh, talk. Okay.
Talas will be kind of like... Talas tells me like, I'm probably better with the spirit stuff than the mind stuff.
Yeah,
but
that's
whatever you
what I'm
choose.
Because like, if it's the mind stuff, he said it's gonna be on one of us.
Well, he said it would be only one needed to succeed with the mind, but we could all work together. With spirit, we're all tested.
You have to think of it this way. One's probably more difficult to test, but you really only have, you're working together at it. Or one's maybe an easier test, but all of you have to do it.
Yeah. Like, we can work together with the mind. With the spirit, it's we're all having to do the test ourselves. That's where it comes down to. How strong is your faith? How strong is your mind?
The thing about the test of mind is that we already have all the information. The test of spirit is vague,
Nebulous, yeah.
So,
and I've been studying the scriptures and everything. I have at least a rudimentary understanding of the religion. You're good at research, Ixbanor.
yes, I feel confident that I could do a good amount of work in the research department. I'm also good with magic, so if there's like rituals involved, I can help.
Are any of us good? Any of you good with words, though?
No,
Uh,
absolutely not.
+0 to my charisma.
Whenever it comes to talking, we all have a tendency to put our foot in our mouths.
Actually, I am able to talk people up. Talas isn't too bad either.
Well, we
Actually,
were
really
informed
good,
that the test of mind would involve invoking spirits of the dead that could return hostile.
Yeah, that's true.
I've also had a lot of experience with spirits.
That seems to be the major complication in that direction.
Yeah.
You could perhaps ask questions. As she kind of like looks over towards the dragon, who's just kind of like tapping his one claw on one of his teeth.
We're working on it.
What kind of test would the test of spirit be? Sorry.
Are you turning to the dragon and asking?
Yes.
Well, I would allow you to commune with the essence of the divine in this place, and all that remains of the divine in your souls and this world. This could mean, similar, as I said, the fractious corpses of the dead could be invoked upon you, or something akin to the ancients could be brought into you. It could be just some powerful being, an essence of some form of memory that connects you with something powerful. It's hard to really say.
I'm used to talking to spirits.
Yeah.
So meet a remnant of divine and have them test us. Or meet the remnants of people and have them tell us stuff.
And try to convince them to tell us stuff.
Yeah. What if they don't want to help us? What if we just get beat up by a bunch of ghosts?
Are there books that we can read, or...
Perhaps. Even I don't know what's left over in those tombs. I'm sure your little friend there informed you that some of our great members of the council had their areas entombed from them. Those that earned the accolades. Not everyone earned that, but those are where you'd have to go to. The ancients that earned great power. It's the vestiges of their soul left over in what proved them powerful. Maybe they had books, maybe they had artifacts, maybe they filled their area with traps to test their skills, or mind games that they had to solve to prevent anybody from finding out their own secrets. Some of them were mad, others no. You never know how one ends up at the end.
Yeah, I knew some wizards who like to trap their spell books to prevent other people from reading. I don't really understand that myself.
I think they're just being pricks.
As for your spiritual quest, I cannot say how whatever you call upon will react. It could be just as peaceful, or just as violent. This is information outside my purview. I merely understand what will be happening either way.
Great.
Okay, how about we all just say what we're leaning towards? How about that?
I was originally leaning towards research, but if it's more... I thought it was going to be research for the intelligence, but if it's going to be more talky talk, that I am not so good at.
Yeah.
The way the dragon is placing it, it could be both, basically.
Yeah.
Basically,
but also the test of spirit's going to be kind of talky talk possibly too.
Well, the test of spirit sounds like it's going to be an individualized test because they're literally connecting with us with like a remnant of the divine to basically be like, hey, we're going to test you. So it's going to be more personalized, whereas the other one is going to be, which means it may test something we're weak at, or it may test something we're good at. Who knows? The other one seems to be, very, very straightforward in that it's going to be research and talking and stuff. And if we fail talking, we fight. That sounds like.
Yeah, but if we have to fight, then we might not get information.
Yeah.
I'm still leaning towards research. What about you two?
Yeah, I think I've been swayed. I'm leaning more towards that.
With at least it's all of us going towards one goal than each of us individually being tested. That's where I worry a little bit, is if one of us fails, we all fail.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, it sounds like if in the other way, if one of us fails, we don't make it through, and you guys can continue on.
Well, we're all
Actually,
working
that's a question.
towards that goal.
I'll turn to the
Yeah.
dragon. Do we all have to pass the test of spirit, or is
No.
it those who fail just don't continue on?
The test of spirit mainly means that you can ascend to above. Granted, if not all of you go there, it might be a little bit harder to claim your prize, but it wouldn't be impossible. I think even one of you could perhaps succeed there.
No.
It would be more dangerous, though there aren't a lot of things left there that would be threatening to you. The sheer fact is you are entering a core of divine energy in many ways, a massive powerhouse. Its effects can be dangerous to mortals, especially ones that are not so trained in dealing with the divine. They'll kind of point out, I feel like you, pointing to you, Umbrin, might be the only one that perhaps has a little bit of experience and might be able to adapt up there easier than the rest.
Not surprised.
The path of spirit means that only one really needs to succeed, but then they face a challenge. Mind, well, it's all or nothing for all of you. You have to do the ritual together. One must lead, the others must stand with them. Either way, it's easy for me. I just have to sit here and wait.
Right.
So if we do spirit, those of us that pass can continue. Or mind, if we fail, we fail.
It's kind of like mind might be a little bit more difficult, but you're all together and you can kind of pool resources to maybe succeed. Spirit, it's individual and you don't have to have everybody succeed, but basically the next part won't be long, very much so, I'll kind of say, but it might be someone couldn't join you for that, and that could make it more difficult, you know.
Right.
So it won't be like a very long split the party, but something might happen that would form a challenge there. You don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we work well together.
It's probably our best bet.
Both have their positives and negatives. You just have to make sure to choose which one you feel is best for you.
I'm trying to figure out why my token is askew.
It is, and that's hilarious.
I'm listening to one side and I have no idea why.
You really are just listening to one side. I don't know why. I'm just zooming in on you, and you're just like, yeah, I don't know why you're really listening to one side. Huh. That is
I mean,
weird.
maybe it's been that way the whole time and I just didn't notice, but I don't think so.
No.
Listening to one side, what?
My token.
Oh yeah, no. So you can spin your token by holding control and scrolling.
Ah. Wait, there we go.
I can't. It's very weird.
That's better.
Why can't I?
Just like, I was just...
You have to actually click on your token to do it.
Yeah.
Why
Also
is
upside
Talas
down.
on his head?
Because the GM wanted to.
Because the GM learned about this too. You can figure out the right level of askew.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm slightly.
I think
like,
it's.
yeah, that looks best.
I think that's fine. I think you're a little off, but that's not fine. I think because I'm looking at your token on the side.
If I go slightly left, it's then. If you
Yeah.
go that way, and then I'm slightly.
No,
It's like-
it's the other way.
Yeah, it's
Your
like
character's leaning, yeah, it looks like.
I
you're
think it
leaning,
needs to
but
be in the
not.
middle of
It's
that,
just-
and it's not allowing you to go in the middle of that.
Yeah.
That's what I
That's
kind of
fine.
think about it, looking at that.
The skeleton's standing straight up now.
Yeah, it's more. I think the other way is right because it's more of a perspective oddity.
It's fine.
I mean, you could just look at your actual picture and
I am, and I think that's right.
Okay. So
I just noticed I was like completely to one side. And it's like, what the?
Yep. So I want to say, out of character, I'm honestly way more curious for the spirit one, but in character, Ixbanor would go for the mind. He's confident in his mental faculties.
I'll tell you, Talas would probably vote for Spirit again, but he'd probably go for whatever you guys decide on. Because
Yeah.
knowing Talas' character, he'd be better at that. I could probably
Yeah.
roll a check and
Well,
be field with him. making
Talas
that.
could be useful though for the intelligence one, just because he does have a decent charisma
Yes.
and can assist with that.
Yeah. Might
I mean, it'll be nice to actually use my charisma. So
Mhm.
He might be able to at least assist,
Yeah,
Ixbanor with that,
maybe.
because I have a 0 charisma,
Yeah, same.
so
Possibility exists.
So,
Guess it's mine.
that's yeah. Well, what was called? Did Calder vote or?
Yeah, Calder voted for mind.
Okay. So, arguably, you can tie it up.
We can flip a coin for it at that point.
Yeah. You'd prefer spirit.
I'm fine with mind. I said.
Oh, okay. You must have cut out or something because I didn't hear.
Yeah,
you.
I said I assume mind.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fine with either technically, but
Yeah.
I'd
I
rather
can
have
start you on
all
your quest
ascend.
if you choose that direction. A simple
How did
thing,
you
really.
get hurt?
You will need, perhaps 4 pieces of what you seek. At very least 4 pieces. Maybe more. That means you will need to find 4 rooms. Find 4 ancients, and deal with what is beyond those doors. I'll await for
Oh,
you to
this-
return.
We'll
Alright,
return. The sooner the better.
So there's 4 ancients and something beyond doors.
No,
What
he said
doors?
4 directions, 4 doors to 4
Oh.
ancients. Because remember, these are like
Okay.
semi-tombs, kind of almost of like the greats. It's kind of like this is an area that had a lot of like unused space and had some like offices to like various powerful people that were part of this council. And if you just prove it to be powerful enough, your place was kind of like basically enshrined and kind of sealed away. So
Calder, how did you get hurt?
I don't remember.
Probably just didn't heal after the last fight.
No, I was pretty certain I did.
let's do this one here.
Oh, yes. I think I was just the only one who didn't get up the full from all the healing.
What about this one?
Okay.
Well,
But
yeah,
that's
but then
because
you
I'm
could've
only
just-
down like 5 HP.
What's this one?
Well, yeah, but did you hit the heal button because we rested before coming?
Oh, let's see.
I did.
Okay.
Remember,
what I want.
long resting doesn't
That's-
return you to full HP.
No, it
Yeah,
gets you,
no,
it does
but-
give you
but-
hit points. So
But we rested we waited like two or 3 days before coming here.
I'm fairly certain.
Also,
That's why I'm like,
Talas can just heal anybody up.
yeah,
Also
and
true.
then 10 minutes later it'd be okay. So
yeah.
we had time.
It's like Talas, if you have enough time, can heal you guys up because lay on hands.
Yeah.
Takes 10 minutes to get that
Oh.
back. Let me refocus.
Do we want to go
Okay.
right, left?
All right. So, I don't really have a good map for this one for the center. You're going back to that below, to that center kind of area you were flying up through, where you kind of got the wings there too. Because remember, there were countless doors off of there. That's where you have to start searching.
Gotcha. I didn't know if it was up here since there's
No.
a hallway on either side.
There aren't actually hallways on either side. Remember, I kind of just like this isn't a perfect map. This is just kind of like I got an aesthetic
Yeah,
that
well,
kind of works with
I
it.
wasn't sure.
Um,
Okay. Well, I guess we'll start a searching.
Okay.
Do you want me to perception check? What do you want?
Let's see here. I need a good check here. You were reading a bunch of religious tones about rituals and stuff, right?
Yes.
Give me, I guess, a religion check to start out with. That's an easy one to begin with because that could still help here right now. We'll see what you got. 22. Okay. So,
Not great.
not great.
A 5.
So you'll kind of like look around, and unfortunately, there's a lot of like information on some of these doors, and it's the fact that like some of these like names and titles may have shown up in some of the writings, but it's sort of like, for one thing, they weren't major in what you were referencing. It's sort of like when you were focusing on like the ritual, it doesn't matter that like this ritual was like designed or something by this person or was mastered by this person or stuff like that. There was the like more historical parts about the entire text or more religious story part of the text you weren't focusing on during this entire time, so you can't really like pick up what's there, unfortunately. So it's like you're kind of like looking, you're like, damn, maybe I should have focused on that a little bit. Unfortunately, you didn't. I'm gonna roll another d20 here though. For someone. I'll roll 13. I think I can point out 2 of these doors that might be reasonable, but if we're supposed to get at least 4, I think the great one spoke about. So she'll point out 2 doors that'll be there.
Okay,
I
well,
think those 2 pass.
let's start with them, and then maybe it'll give me an idea of what we're looking for further on.
All right. Okay, so the 2 that are pels that were pointed out to you were Elevin the Star Sage and Noric of the Burning Moon. I'll put these names into chat here for you. Let me just copy them correctly. Keep forgetting how to copy this correctly sometimes. There's you. It'll have like some information under there that I assume you'll want to be able to like read or get translations from talk. Elevin the Star Sage, Reader of the Night, Seer of the Stars, kin to those that walked amongst the stars and the children who watched them in many ways. And Norak of the Burning Moon, he who saw the sun in the night, he who saw that light could always be upon the people of the sky.
I say let's start with the moon. So Noric.
Okay, Norak of the Burning Moon. Okay. The way is technically sealed, but easily could be, the seal could be broken. It's like sealed from the outside. Like, basically like a kind of like simple locking mechanism, which could be kind of taken off, not non-key locking mechanism.
I need to roll any kind of check?
I don't think so, I'm gonna say. Just to open the doors? No. So, entering into this passage, you will find a kind of hallway that seems similar to the ones you've been in throughout this building. But this one seems and feels old. There are spatterings of dust and little bits of dirt, perhaps some cobwebs around, evidence that this place hasn't been used in a very long time. The magic flames which light this area still remain, their magic still going strong, but otherwise the place is very quiet, this initial hall. It leads down to a chamber ahead. You can see kind of in a vaulted kind of opening that it leads there.
I forgot to unmute. I wanted to say, is it possible to break the open the seal without breaking it?
This, yes and no. You're not technically like breaking a seal the same way. It's basically kind of unlocking it and kind of breaking open the door in a lot of ways. It's not like it couldn't be put back together, but perhaps, it's kind of like, the way I describe it is like putting a strip of tape on something and kind of pulling that tape off. You can kind of put it back on, but it probably won't seal quite the same way again.
Okay.
Unless you would take some time or get some new, ways to seal it. It's kind of like that.
Okay. Anyone have the mending cantrip?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh well.
I mean,
Okay.
I can
We
prepare
enter then.
stuff.
Okay.
But
That's it. A hallway leads to an opening at the other end that leads into some form of large chamber.
Important question: what color are the torches? This came up in the past.
Good question.
Were you here
I'll
for the
keep-
colored torches?
There was
No.
colored torches in an area. Yes. These will just be simple, like simple fire-colored orange. At least in here.
Okay.
So the torch colors in this picture, I'll say, kind of like that. They look like actual flames, non-colored flames, though you can take it colored flames. Norik apparently wasn't big on colored flames. Anyway,
I guess I'll make a perception check as we
Sure.
go down, just to
Cool.
make sure there's no traps that were set up.
Okay.
You never know.
Mhm.
Two robbers are a possibility.
Tomb robbers are always a possibility, though it would be not as easy in this area, certainly.
No,
but it doesn't mean
but-
that a future generation might want to bother things when they really shouldn't.
Yeah,
So
like us.
yeah,
true.
I mean, it'd probably be less than deadly than the other ways of doing it, but doesn't mean that they might discourage people. And certainly speaking, there does seem to be something odd about the middle of this hallway. There's a large area that seems all like it moves. It's hard to tell if it would be like a pressure plate, because that's the first thing you kind of think about, but it's large and kind of fills the middle of this hallway. This hallway is 20 feet wide. It's got a 30-foot vaulted ceiling. So it's like a large 20 by 20 area in the middle of the hallway here.
Is there a way to scoot around it?
It isn't 100% flush with the wall, so yeah, you think you could, but you'd have to balance your way around it.
We might want to try to avoid that. I'm not sure what exactly it does.
Fair.
Right, I would need balance, acrobatics, or athletics. Damn it,
Acrobatics,
balance?
I think it's acrobatics.
Balance is
It tends to
athletic.
be
Bal-
acrobatics.
Yeah, balance is acrobatic.
Sometimes it's hard to remember that one there. I was just asking without looking it up. Anyway, so I will
Both
need...
of mine are the exact same.
Yeah,
so.
I would need some acrobatics checks to pass around the wall here, except from a small, small creature.
I feel like this happens every time, where it's all like, except for you.
I mean, there's advantage and disadvantage to this.
Honestly, yeah. To be fair, the fact that I put stats in social and nobody
like
takes me
pointed out
seriously is a
on
big
what's
downside.
we just.
I think we need one for Talas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Medium powerful plus 0, which you'll roll a 10 with. Anyway, okay. So, going along the way, certainly speaking, Talas will kind of fall off and hit the entire thing, as will you, Umbrin.
Yeah, it's
both
like
of you
I
will
pointed out and it's like, oops.
Yeah, both of you will, oops. Calder, you were doing great. Man, you should just gone without them, maybe. Anyway,
so there's like a pressure plate. You said it looked like.
Well, I thought
the middle of the floor looked kind of like it was maybe a pressure plate of some kind.
No, got it. So Ixbanor just walked across because he wasn't going to trigger it.
We were doing it one at a time because we don't want to screw up the others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to do it that way, Calder makes it across. Ixbanor, if you're just walking across the thing, were you doing that with someone else or on your own?
On my own. I was just feeling like, I'm going to just walk across because I doubt it will trigger with me.
Great. Cool. Anyway, as you walk across, the entire thing will sink down about a foot. And then something will happen, which I will need a check from you, and I will need a check from everyone else. It is a much difficult check for you.
As it falls, I didn't think I'd be heavy enough.
Anyway, so all of you will see this, and I will need checks from you. I'm going to say that Talk's going to just wait back for you guys, because if you need a call upon her, you can basically.
Okay.
But again, she's like...
She'll wait back in the hallway, got it.
She's not a religious expert, and we can, maybe, if you need to bring something for her to translate, basically. But she's not, skilled at danger.
I mean,
anyway.
that's the worst case scenario. I have translate, so...
Yeah. So, here's best described. The entire, floor area sinks down about a foot, and, you're kind of probably distracted by that, Ixbanor. Everyone else will see, seemingly appearing out of nowhere, is a 3-foot diameter stone sphere will clear in the air above there, above the area, and then you will all feel a pull towards it. So I will need, I guess, fortitude saves from everybody. As this thing is now is pulling out a massive amount of basically gravity.
Light work, no reaction. Ooh, the DC was 31. Sorry, buddy.
Lisa was pretty good though.
I'll roll for Talas. Hold on.
Yeah. All right. So
somehow you rolled the worst.
somehow rolled the worst. So yeah. Anyway. Ixbanor and Talas will fly into this thing. Anyway, I'm gonna roll some stuff here because you're being crushed into a basically a giant floating rock. Anyway, let me just get some dice here. There we go. You'll take 26 points of crushing damage as you'll be crushed into it very violently, and eventually, you'll just be stuck there, So you're now stuck on the sphere, while Calder, you and Umbrin are kind of holding yourselves back as you can feel this thing pulling on you, and you're basically trying to inch yourself back, kind of pushing against the floor because you feel it's almost trying to lift you up a little bit. Ixbanor just went straight up, and Talas slipped a little bit and fell into it. Because again, it's kind of on an angle for you two, so it's not perfect, but you can kind of use a little bit of the floor to pull yourself back away from it.
Poor bastards. Should we?
How do we deactivate that thing?
That's a really good question. I don't know.
Well, I think that's the thing is, even if we could pull them off, they're still going to be pulled back. We need to deactivate it.
Can I?
Can't you undo whatever magic is on it? I don't know
Can
how
I-
magic stuff works.
Can I cast
try
Dispel Magic, or am I unable to because I cannot do manipulate actions?
So, I will need a check for you to get into a position to do that. Basically, you got to pull yourself off of this. You're like face planted onto it, so it's like for you, it's probably even more comical because you're, a ferret. So it's like that kind of ferret flop. You like flopped onto it. While Talas probably like went tumbling. So I'm gonna guess like Talas is probably like kind of got his back stuck to it, and his arms are being pulled back. He's like, this is very unpleasant, as he's trying to like pull himself off of it. Also, probably. So you could. I guess like an athletics check could get yourself off of it, or try to pull yourself at least to be. You can basically, if you want to pull yourself up, you can't get away from it, but you could stand on this, which would feel really weird because it is higher gravity currently than what you're on, but you still feel a little bit of normal gravity on top of this, so it's probably like nauseating to be on here for very long.
Okay. What check would I have to do to
Athletics, he said.
I said athletics to pull yourself off. Someone wants. I can roll. Talas.
Well,
Let's see if,
Oh yeah, Talas could try to pull. Talas could probably pull himself off.
see if Talas can pull himself up. Yeah. So Talas will start like pulling himself away. So he's gonna kind of like get up. So he's like he's still like attached to this thing, but he's like at least in a position where he's like kind of half standing, like up, like kind of up on his knees and stuff. So he's like, oh god, this sucks a lot.
Let's see if I can get to a point where I can cast spells. Here goes my
I
+0.
can try to say.
Ah!
Oh god. You need some help. Oh.
Oh, I actually don't think I have Dispel at the moment.
Ixbanor. Oh god, you need some help.
Actually, wait, hold on. I want to check something.
I don't.
That's unlucky.
Any of this? No, I don't think it will.
It's because I have so many translates memorized right now.
Yeah, true.
You have had to unfortunately need a lot of them.
Yeah.
The problem with
I'm
dealing with
trying
narrating
to
ancient
see-
languages.
Nah, it just gives you pluses. Okay. I was trying to see if any of the potions gave you like a temporary.
The only thing I could
proficiency
do
in-
for you is I could give you guidance.
Yeah, +1 will help so much.
Guidance.
Good.
Well, Talos can try to like basically scrape you up, I guess, if you want him to pull you up. It's probably gonna be. Oh god, this is probably gonna be very
It's gonna be
unpleasant.
really
I'm not.
difficult.
So you're like
I'll
pulling.
I'll give him guidance.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll and we'll add the +1 then. We'll see what he rolls. Well, he'll roll a 4, so that's not very good. So he's like trying to like get up you, but it's kind of like he just ends up like ripping out some hair from your back.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
What is happening?
Can't get a good grip on
I
you.
have a bone.
You got like a little
Ferret.
bald spot on like your shoulder now,
My
on your
lord.
back. You want me to
Uh,
try again? Oh.
You need help over there?
Probably.
At the very least, I will cast Detect Magic. See if I
Yes.
can see what kind of magic we're dealing with.
I'm actually curious. Was the pressure plate a magical pressure plate?
Yes. It
Oh,
just detected-
that's why.
it just detected something living crossing it.
I totally just thought it'd be weight, and that's why.
I don't know why you just didn't scurry across the wall. You said you wouldn't need a check to do that.
I know he did, but also,
Also, you're like,
trigger a pressure plate. Look, we all make mistakes.
Yes, it is a powerful gravity effect that is in effect now. Basically,
You know what?
The
Actually, I just realized
the thing that
no,
kind
'cause I
of looks like a moon is what's got the weight on it, and drawing people in.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
yeah, that's manipulated as well, so I can't do that.
at least it
either.
has it set on fire.
Yet.
might
Do
not.
do I detect like what's on it? Like what kind of magic's on it?
Like, I don't know if there's an exact like gravity spell like there is in D&D or like an older edition. So like, I haven't looked up the gravity spell off the top of my head.
I mean, there are some. I don't know.
There is a variable gravity and a gravity well spell. So I'd probably like
Yeah.
Gravity well.
a higher rank version of gravity well. I'd say like that, you know. So like, oh yeah, pull all creatures towards the center of a sphere of altered gravity. Yeah, so it's basically higher rank gravity well. Kind of, you know.
Can I attempt to
I would
scoot
yell
forward
that out to you.
and pull up Ixbanor?
You are not very close to it right now. So getting
Like move forward towards it.
Yeah,
Even if
you
I
might
have to
end
make
up getting-
another.
you
yeah,
would have to probably make
will.
another check. I would require probably at this point in time, since you feel the pool, an athletics check.
That's fine. Athletics.
Mhm. Okay.
Behold, if that fails, a hero point.
So there's good news and bad news here. Good news, it's a fail, but not a critical fail. So you feel like you try to start scooting forward and you have to stop yourself because you feel like, you know, you almost slip and almost get pulled away.
So lucky.
Feels like perhaps if you critically fail, you will then join them flying into that thing.
Yeah.
And
Well, at least I
possibly
didn't-
crush a ferret.
True. But I haven't failed yet.
You're like, "Ooh,
I like how you're like, yet.
I should have detected magic. I
I'll
I
try
thought
to get
too
you
late.
up again, little buddy.
Yeah, if you can.
Oh
Oh my gosh.
Just like there's a thwack. Got my fingers. I'm just gonna.
Is there Is there anything in this hallway to grab onto?
There are probably some simple decorations and stuff along the wall, but whether or not they'd be able to support any amount of weight is hard to say. But most of them are like, there isn't like a lot of like good stuff to like grab onto. Like if you probably had like a rope, you might be able to like attach something.
Well, that's
to something here.
I was thinking about like trying to tie off a rope and like tie it to Calder so he could try to help with getting Ixbanor up without
Yeah.
maybe giving him some kind of advantage on not falling into the trap.
I will have to see what a rope's break DC is.
Very low.
It would be the thing of like, you're unsure how well your just simple rope would result in it, you know? I think that's something I'll just give you, sort of like,
Yeah.
it might be able to hold up, it might not be able to, because like it's a very high gravity area, you know,
Like
in there.
normal adventuring rope statistics have it of like a hardness 2 and an HP of 8.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah, and
like
I
it
just have
breaks
regular rope.
Super easy.
Yeah.
Would I be able to? Okay, I have a request. Can I make like a thievery check to like try and cast a spell while like being squished?
Ooh.
If doesn't gravity well immobilize you? No, but you are just stuck there.
And this one is a
Yeah.
little different because it has the big old rock you fall
Yeah.
into too, you know. So, I mean, as I said, it is a much more powerful version. You know, I think, you know, because you're trying to like do like little like movements of your hands while kind of like crushed into it, trying to like do that. You're not sure. I'll allow a thievery check, but we'll say in this case, if you fail, you use the spell without doing it, or maybe the.
So
Okay.
it's like a
No, that's
flat
fair.
check, and if you succeed, you use it. But if you fail, the spell is consumed.
Yeah.
Yep. No,
Yeah,
that's
nothing.
that honestly sounds fair. So
So
I'm
it's like
gonna be trying to
it's like being
cast.
restrained or-
Yeah, you're
gonna
straining
be
yourself to
trying
try to cast in an area and might just mess it up, unfortunately.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna try and cast Dispel Magic then.
Okay.
Dispel magic.
Okay. I'm going to. Should I re-roll that before he tells me the result? Or can you tell me the result?
No,
before
you're
I
not
re-roll?
allowed to. You have to
You're s-
re-roll before you know the result.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay. A
There
lot
we
better.
go.
Okay. You would have failed the other one. So yes, that was a
thought
good reroll
so.
there. So yes, you will be able to like it's very hard to, and you can feel like it's painful to your hands to do this, but like you're still like on this thing. It's like you think because even though it's a lot of weight and a lot of power, you are a smaller creature, and perhaps you're used to this a little bit more, so you're able to manipulate your hands a little bit more. So you're able to almost get like your claws, like kind of flip them over kind of carefully and get them in a position to start weaving the hands and speaking it. You kind of have a muffled face, because again, I said like you face planted, so you're like that kind of squished down, so you're like, your kind of face is in the rock there too. But you will cast your Dispel. Dispel. Let's see here. Can you click on it to see
yeah, I
what it
also-
does? What it do?
Cast button. Go and then counteract.
Okay. Counteract
The
check.
Counteract.
Everyone's pretty good counteract check.
Actually, hold on. I just realized I would have cast that at the highest level because I want to make sure I can do it. So it'll be 5th level.
Mhm. Okay.
Base.
Still nonetheless, the counteract check, if the spell's caster DC, it would be, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, the caster DC at most would be 31. So you technically made it no matter what the level would be. It's the check you needed to get rid of all of it, no matter what. So you will successfully disable this thing for now. The rock will kind of blink out of existence as the two of you will tumble to the ground like a little distance. If you want to make your, I guess you can make like acrobatics to break your fall and not take damage, but I think Talas is probably gonna fail because you're just dropping to the ground suddenly. I think that's enough.
Why?
I'm
Okay.
just gonna roll. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I'm just gonna
Oh,
roll a
God.
d6 for Talas here. Just...
I
Ow!
apologize. I've been so
Ever
used
so
to not
graceful.
triggering anything that I was overconfident.
Mhm.
As Talas is just like face down in the middle of this area. Ow! At least we're off of it.
Yeah,
Why don't we go before it? Ow, does it come back?
I hope not. We should move on before we find out.
I don't know.
The thing is still down a foot, so it's hard to see. Maybe it doesn't reset on its own, that kind of thing as you think about too.
I mean, if it's up again, I'll dispel it this time rather than walk over it thinking it's a weight-based pressure plate.
So you'll be able to make it past there and move into the next chamber. This chamber here that's at the end of here has what looks to be a glass sculpture of fire in the middle of the room, along with a set of desks that kind of surround it that are covered in all kinds of papers and books, kind of covered in some dust here. There does seem to be 2 doors that lead off to the left and right of this room from where you entered, and there also seems to be a set of double doors on the far end of the room.
I will detect magic in this room.
Cool, great. Other than the magic of the normal flames in here, there does seem to be a little bit of magic in the big old fire statue. The glass fire statue.
I'm gonna concentrate on that.
Sure.
Here, I'll ping it.
Yeah. Like with the detect magic, I'm trying to find out if you'd figure out anything about it. And then the rank or level, the most powerful effect. It's like second rank, you know?
Okay.
It's not very high rank. The ability that's in the statue.
I'm gonna look over it, see if I see anything odd about it, any writing on it.
Sure. You'll notice something without a check. It's
Oh,
kind of
okay.
warm near it.
Ooh, it produces warmth.
It's kind of warm near it. That's like the easiest thing to check with it.
Yeah. Does it also, is it shedding light?
It feels like it glows to the same degree as the other flames in this area, but it's like it's diffused through the glass. So like I'll give you that perception check. You think it does kind of glow, but again, like the fires that are like lighting this place anyway makes it kind of hard to tell. Perhaps if the fires weren't here, you'd notice it a lot more. It's a very subtle light from it.
Gotcha.
Almost like maybe like a glowing ember or something. It would kind of remind you of.
Okay. I mean, might be useful for something. I'm gonna get close to it
Mm-hmm.
and like try to like judge if I can tell if I would. Okay. I
Mind
just
me.
saw, I was just like, wait, who's rolling? Why?
Look,
I'm like, I'm gonna get
I-
close to it and see.
Experiences healing his horrible gravity wounds.
We got down.
And see, is it just warm, or do I think like if I tried to touch it, it would burn me?
It probably would be unpleasantly hot to the touch. It maybe cause some burns, but it wouldn't be like I set on fire burn. I would say like, again, the amount of heat that's putting off reminds you of a burning coal.
Got it.
It hurts your hand to
Okay.
carry a burning coal. It would probably cause a burn on
Yeah.
your hand, but you're not going to set on flames. So it's like, it's
Right.
kind of like,
I was debating about, do we want to possibly try to take this with us?
it's also
Yeah.
a giant statue, I described it as.
Oh, I thought it, okay. I thought you said it was, I heard you say the glass part, and I didn't hear
Yeah,
there was
glass
giant.
statue in the middle of the room. I mean, if you want to steal a
Okay.
10-foot tall glass statue, you could.
It might just be a decoration then.
It feels kind of like a decoration then.
Okay, never mind.
I wanted you to steal it. That would have been funny.
I was thinking it was like a small object.
Unfortunately, no. It's quite large.
What else was in here again? I'm sorry.
Some tables that surround this with some papers on them. And then there was a door to the left and right from where you entered, and across from where you entered was a double door. So there are 3 passages out of here. The 2 doors off to the side seem like simple wooden doors, while it's kind of like a set of like more fancy doors on the far end.
I will just cast level 2 translate on myself and go through the papers.
It does seem to be some kind of bits of research that could best be described on various spell and arcane kind of things. As you kind of look through them, you can kind of see that it was development of techniques that seem to deal with lunar energies and stuff like that. It feels outside of your purview for a good degree. Like,
I'll
you
read
mess
it
with a
out
cult and-
loud so
Yeah.
Ixbanor knows what's on it.
Yeah. It's like you do focus more on a cult, but you have some more religion. Like, you kind of understand some religious stuff. And
Well,
this
actually, I
seems
have
more...
more religion than a cult.
Okay. But I mean, like, your magic is technically more occult, isn't it?
No, it's-
my
it-
spirit magic is occult. My actual magic is religion.
Okay,
That's
he
divine.
has his race
divine,
his
yeah.
race-based spells are occult. His class-based spells are religion.
Or divine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or yeah, divine.
Okay. So you do get a kind of sense of some of this here. It does seem to be much more with more, like, divine energies, but it also is kind of like I'd say it's more like, again, you feel like you lean more divine to occult. This is leaning more divine to arcane, I would say, kind of like that.
Okay. Well, I'll read it out loud so our arcane expert can understand what I'm reading.
Okay.
See if they can glean anything from it.
So you want me to roll Arcana?
Sure, roll Arcana.
Okay.
Do you want a religion for me too, or no?
Why are my rolls so bad today?
If you want to roll a religion check, I'd say that'd be fine too.
Okay. I get plus 17.
All right. So you think in amongst these, there's a lot of stuff that's probably not helpful in this area here. This area here seems less about more like direct religious stuff that you're looking for, and maybe there's more like personal studies in this area. But you think you could take a number of papers that, if you wanted to, I don't know if you'd be able to ever cast it, but basically you could get something akin to the spell that you just ran into over there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll take the papers just in case.
Yeah.
Basically, it's almost like a spell page, basically.
Yeah. Kind of like that. That would be a good way to describe it. Okay. Alright then. So, anything else you want to do in this room, or do you want to hop on a little farther?
I guess if that's all we can glean from in here, then might as well keep on moving. We don't know if that trap resets, and rather not stick around long enough for it to reset if we don't have to.
I mean, if it resets, we probably would have to trigger it again.
Yeah.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. If it does reset, if it's a long enough reset time that we can get stuff done and get out of here before it does, all the better.
Fair.
We will continue moving on.
So, which way do you want to go? As I said, there's a door to the left, a door to the right, and which are very simple wooden doors, or very nice double doors of wooden that are straight ahead.
Why don't we check the two side doors first? They could be
sure.
just closets or something.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
I'll go check the one to the right.
Okay. So the door to the right, as you head to that, there's not like an opening or marking on it. You can kind of check the door. Doesn't appear to be locked. You can easily open the door and let into the next area there. The room itself does seem to be akin to more something of a small, maybe personal chambers / work chambers. While what I mean by that is there's a lot of like interesting like supplies here and like maybe a small bed. You'd say like maybe like an area that would have been more for like a live-in servant or assistant maybe.
Okay. So probably not going to be much here.
Is this the right or left door?
This was the right door.
I'll give a sweep of the room and do a perception.
Okay. You don't
If I see
find anything.
of interest. No, God, I roll a 1.
Looks like if there had been someone that had been living here, they cleaned it out perhaps when their mentor master died, or maybe even it might have been cleared out long before the person passed away. Who knows when they finished their research and didn't continue any. They could have easily left that stuff that you had just run apart and just never finished it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Let's check out the one to the left then.
The left room has some very interesting stuff in it. It is a room that is filled with all kinds of charts, and it takes you a minute to figure out what they are, but then you begin to realize they are charts that seem to track the movements of the moon over the course of years.
Okay.
With this kind of thing, you could probably do things like, I'm just going to say, you could probably like predict things like, lunar eclipses and stuff like that, or the cycles of the moon.
Yeah.
It's that kind of mass amount of stuff there with that. It's a fascinating thing, but like, will it be helpful right now? Probably not.
No.
No.
Gonna go on a limb and say that. Probably.
I'm gonna just perceive at the double doors.
Okay.
I'm being very cautious. We already had one trap so far.
The doors themselves are very well finely made and don't seem to have anything that kind of stands out that seems dangerous on them. No tripwires, no traps. Doesn't even seem sealed quite away. The door itself seems to have like a... settles itself very nicely there too. Maybe a little too nicely, as if like you think maybe it's almost like not as strong, but like a light seal similar to the one behind you there.
Well, these might be lightly sealed. I'll try to open them. Do you need a strength or anything?
I'm casting Detect Magic before he opens them while he's
Okay.
listening.
There doesn't seem to be any magic directly on the door themselves.
I'm
Just the
suddenly
normal
paranoid.
magic you have around the area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You can kind of like pull a little bit. It will take a little bit of force to kind of pull the doors open here. You'll kind of feel like the seal break a little bit as like the kind of a little bit of a rush of air will kind of come out. As beyond will be another hallway like the first one you entered into that leads to what looks to be another chamber at the end, where you can see there's some like light and almost flickering out down that way.
I'm gonna make a perception check down the hallway.
Cool. Great. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Hey. You'll kind of take a look around this hallway, and you won't really see anything of danger here.
I'll also, to follow suit, will do a detect magic.
Detect magic too. Okay. No magic stands out in this hallway.
Fool us once, shame on us. Fool us twice.
Look, you never know. It might show up again, it might not. You know, maybe you're being paranoid for good reason. Maybe you're not.
This hallway turns out to be a mimic.
God, not again. Make hallway. Damn it.
In fact, this whole building's a mimic. Haha.
One giant mimic. You're being digested even now as we speak. Damn it. Okay. So, I assume you'll move down the hallway to the chamber beyond. So in the chamber beyond, you will see what looks to be a kind of area of flame kind of surrounding a kind of small, almost... You assume the flame isn't like it's just hiding stuff, you know, it's like you can't see below the flames to see what ground is there, but there's like a floating island in the middle of the flames with a glass coffin with a body within it that seems preserved in there. Other things that are in this room here are a number of bookshelves of some information that seem to scatter about that, and in the back there seems to be a small altar with a shrine that seems to have a kind of symbol of what looks to be a kind of statuesque of what looks to be fire that seems to be almost trying to form itself into the shape of some kind of bird. It's not quite
Like a
grabbing.
phoenix.
Yeah, almost kind of phoenix-like. Like, it's almost like it's emerging or appearing in the fire, though.
Well, they're reborn in fire.
Yes, there's like burning floor around coffin, and then, you know, books around the walls, and of course, altar at the far end. You can see that this area seems to connect to the outside of the tower, as there is these crystal windows that kind of you can see in through. You do recognize this type of like windows that are ones that are very hard to see in through the other side. You remember from other places you've been in here that you've seen stuff like this before.
I'm gonna make a perception check first, see if I see anything dangerous.
Sure. I'm gonna say there is something very dangerous there.
Other
Fire.
than the fire. Fuck
No, you don't notice anything other than the obvious fire danger.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, if
You kind of like look around. Well, there seems to be fire in this room, but other than that, I don't notice anything dangerous.
fire could be my friend. I don't know. Maybe he wants to shake hands. Do you want to do the honors of this checking for magic, or shall I, Wyrm?
Sure, I'll do it.
Might be magical fire.
I mean, I assume so.
Might be mundane fire.
No, it won't be.
I don't know what you're talking about. The eternal flames that surround this corpse are not magical fire. They're magical fire.
Let's see.
There was ever an
Well, I
obvious
learned the
magical
source
fire.
of the
that-
highest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned the highest rank magic. So is the fire the most magical thing in the room?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
No, I am.
Okay. Well, besides the fire, nothing seems magical. So how do we get answers? Do we read the books or do we disturb the dead? What do you want to do?
Well, I have Translate on. Might as well use it while it's up. Walk over towards the bookshelves.
Okay. Yeah, there are just shelves of books over here. It seems to be a small library of various things and various topics. Going through them would probably be very difficult without some kind of idea of where to start. Not impossible, but time-consuming. And at that point in time, you might want to call...
Would run out of Translate,
Yeah.
I mean, do the books not have titles or are they all like personal notes?
I will tell you not all of them have titles. Probably much more produced books will have titles on them, but there does seem to be a number of books that like you'll have to like pull out the book and look at the title kind of things. They don't have them all on the spines.
Fine.
Some of them seem marked, others no. And even others that you kind of have to like read the title and then be like open it a little bit and be like, what the hell is this about? You know, that kind of thing. Certainly seems a wide variety of topics, but like if you're just glancing through them, there's like, you know, metaphysical things, philosophy. Certainly there are some texts that deal with things that are more akin to religious, but none of them scream, just by a quick glance, I'm going to have information on a ritual on them.
I guess we should try to bother the dead.
Okay. Talas kind of look at you and be like,
approach
how
this?
That's what Talas gonna ask you. He's like,
Yeah.
how do we bother the dead?
How much room is in the coffin?
It's a glass coffin, so like, you know, again, it's not full glass. It's like the half glass, so it's like the top part's glass. And you can see this body of like an elderly man that seems of similar species to your good friend Talk. Again, they seem closely related to the humanoid, you know. So certainly speaking, if you could like teleport in there, you probably could. If you really wanted to.
I was thinking about it, but then I realized corpse gas probably will suffocate me.
I don't know what you're talking about. That would not totally happen. Don't worry about
Not
it.
to mention, we don't know, you know, if it, you know, if it's just like, hi.
That's why I decided instead to cast ventriloquism and have it hi inside and see what he does.
All right. A voice will ring out inside the coffin and nothing will happen.
I think we need to open the coffin to hear it.
Fine. I was trying to see if we can get his attention first instead of just directly disturbing him, but, you know.
Well, we got his attention.
Yeah. I'll push open the coffin lid.
You
Well,
have to
there's
walk
fire
through
around it.
fire to get to the coffin.
I don't man.
All your ammunition explodes.
You go open a fireball of 300 d6 damage. Get wrecked, nerd.
Damn it, not again. Ow.
Let's see. Where
Um,
fits I
oh.
can do
How heavy
object of
does...
one book.
Oh, I was gonna just... I was just thinking the same thing. Like, how heavy is the coffin lid?
Probably very.
Yeah.
Seems probably like sealed shut, so not like a very easily lift up.
Ow.
I mean, if you guys got a way to put out the fire, right?
Does anyone have protection from fire?
No.
No. I make fire. I don't protect against.
I don't protect against it. I set things on fire. I don't protect against it. That'd be crazy.
Although, here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't here, I'll ping this. If I just start casting scattering scree over top of the fire, could I build up enough of a layer?
You don't know because you don't see the ground. You only see flame.
I mean, now here's the question: does the coffin need to remain intact?
You don't know.
I don't know.
But
piss this
remember-
guy off by breaking his coffin.
You did learn you could piss off the spirits.
I know.
I mean, the other thing I could do is I could make a wall of stone and make an archway over the fire.
I mean, yeah, that might work.
Umbrin, I'll allow you to make a religion check. I just want you to do this. It's just something that maybe you'll think of. We'll see here. We'll just roll it. You know,
there
as-
might
as
be a
you-
whole faith fire thing.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a possibility that it could be an illusion or something.
Good roll.
Fart.
Good roll. Yep.
Do you know what? I'm gonna hero point that one.
Okay.
That's abysmal for my religion.
That's a lot better. So, you are correct that there is actually a large portion of the faith that deals with testing themselves against flame. So, as much as you could get around it, there could be something of getting on the spirit's good side if you test yourself against the flame, maybe. It's kind of like you don't know for sure, but that might be a good way to get on it, like on the right foot. You might not need that, but that might help. You know, I test the flames myself. Ow.
I will take a deep breath.
Mm-hmm.
I hand you. This thing.
Ah.
Oh yeah, numbing tonic.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I will use that.
Cool.
10 temp HP each round
Nice.
for a minute. Do you have a use button?
I hit use and
I'll
nothing
use it. I'll hit
happened.
it then. I think I have to hit it then. Probably because it's mine.
Okay.
So, but still, that just deleted it from my sheet. Yeah. So, just drag the effect numbing tonic onto yourself.
Mhm. Okay.
Oh yeah. Alright. Okay, and I will walk through.
I'll roll some damage. 16 fire damage. As you cross
Oh,
the
there
flames.
goes the temp hit points.
Again, you get
Plus
it
six.
refreshes. It
I know.
refreshes each round. So,
But you'll be
I
able
still
to
take six. I
pass
still
through
take
it.
6.
So you're
Yeah.
the drink you had will kind of like stay you against it as like you'll kind of pass the flames. You can feel them licking and burning you, and it's unpleasant. It's like it feels as though you're like you can still pass through and like basically turn, but it feels like you're almost like wading through like water, though it's like also not water. It just feels thick that you're like wading through these flames that are kind of burning as you, and
I'm
then
waiting
kind
through
of
lava. Got it.
yeah, you kind of almost felt like you were wading through like magical lava, you know, and then you kind of like pull yourself out on the other side. You're like, ow, and probably like your shoes are a little like singed and really kind of damaged. You might have to like mend them a little bit, you know, like they're like put out a little flame that started on your pants or something. You know?
I'm used to fire. My first spirit was fire.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, you are next to the coffin now, on the small island with it. As I said, it seems like an older man, humanoid with this kind of like long white beard that goes down to the middle of their chest. You know, kind of like small pointy ears, kind of like gangly fingers. Looks like he may have been like, even for this species, incredibly elder. You know, you recognize, you know, like, this is old man, and this was old man. You know.
Do I see a way to open the sarcophagus or coffin?
You don't really see a direct way to maybe perhaps open it, but you do see there seems to be a kind of small plaque here on the side.
What does it say? I do have translate for an hour, so.
For those that come next in the future, those who pass the tests of the moon and flame, only ask my name, and perhaps your voice will be heard.
Norik, we seek your guidance.
As you ask out, a kind of spirit will raise out of the entire thing, of this kind of like green version of the man, kind of floating out above it, out of the thing, and as he kind of will like, give it like an old man stretch with his arms can't quite stretch all the way and go. As then you see him like take this like long, almost clawed finger and start picking his one nose.
Lovely.
Think this is a good spot for a break?
Yes. We can take the break now.
As an old man picks his nose.
Yes. Yeah, we'll take our break here.
Oh man, man, that was I've had that in there for years, for decades. Oh man, so
the ghost old man.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
You know, he's taking like his long, like, because it's like a gangly finger with like a way too long like fingernail when he's putting it up there. But again, he's also like a ghost, so it's not really like picking anything. Anyway,
Schnozberries, what do you want?
You need a snack, drink, or bathroom break? Go ahead and get them, and we'll be back in a little bit to talk to a ghost. Have us return back. I went Star Wars because we were talking about Spaceballs, so it just went me to Star Wars.
And
anyway.
Demonetized.
Disney.
We were doing so well.
Anyway, so yeah, there is an old ghost picking his nose in front of you. Like this long spindly finger like going up his nose. Probably a little unnaturally far, you think, definitely. But he's also like a ghost.
Sticking his ghost braid.
I mean, he might not notice.
Hello.
What you say?
Oh my lord, no.
Hello. Oh.
Ah,
We
yes.
seek guidance.
Greetings! You meet the great and powerful Norik, bringer of both fire and the moon, or the moon and fire. I'm not one of those orders.
I have a question. Are you just standing in the flames?
He's just like floating
No,
above.
I walked through them. I got to the other side.
Oh.
Yeah. And he's
I don't
just
know why. I
like,
thought they were right up to the coffin.
yeah,
No,
there
that
said there was
would
like
be
a small like
ridiculous.
island the coffin was sitting on. Now he is like, basically floating above his coffin. You who seek me in here for seeking reasons.
Important question. Can you understand us? Back here.
She's speaking your language.
Oh.
Probably telepathic speech.
Tell her what's now?
Never mind. We seek information on a ritual.
You
To get us.
seek me to make sure you've got a ritual. I invented a lot of those back in my day. You need a moon? I got you a moon.
We need to get to the spark in the top of the tower.
Ah, you need a moon spark. That's easy. Those are easy to make. They're easy. They're like a fake spark. Moon sparks. I love them.
Not a moon spark. We need to get to the top of the tower.
Ah, welcome. You've gone to the top of the tower. Great to see you here. Not many people visit. He'll like pull out his finger and like look at it as if he's like trying to find something. Even though he's a ghost.
I think he's
Okay.
seen that.
I am the great and powerful Norik. I once invoked the stars. Or was it the moon?
The moon.
That's right.
We're looking to summon an angel that can fly us to the sun.
Flying to the moon? I don't know why we want to go to the moon. I don't think there's air
You
there.
don't want to go to the moon.
sun. The sun, you old man.
You brought your son? Why didn't you bring him here? I could have given him some
I'm gonna
blessings.
load.
Why
I'm
did
gonna
you
load a
bring
slug into
her
my
here?
shotgun. I'm so sick of this. I'm just gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Why did you bring
Again.
her here? Your son. Why did you bring her here? What?
Let's see. Do I have? I don't think I have. Resurrect.
I think I have a ghost charge on me.
Well now. You're all here for business. What can old Norak do for you? Blessings? Baby shower? A wedding? You haven't called on me for a wedding yet.
What?
Why would you shower us with babies?
You bless them. Make sure the fire doesn't lick into their skin and burn them away.
Yeah, we're trying to attend a wedding, but we need to get to the sun.
Oh, why didn't you say so? Oh, it's been a while since we had a good old sun wedding. They used to have those back in the days. We had some kind of ritual to get up there and bring a bunch of people. It was a great ritual.
Could you help us with the ritual?
Oh, well, why don't you ask for it? Let's see here.
Are
Was
there
it
any other corpses we can talk to?
was it put your left foot in, put your right foot out?
That's the hokey pokey.
Yeah, you do that at a wedding.
I don't think that's the ritual to get to the sun.
Oh, that's right. You
wait,
did a ritual to get to
Wait,
the
you do that at the wedding? Is that your guys' custom?
That's how you get it. That's how you marry each other. You do the
the
hokey
hokey pokey. Let's see here. Now, how did that go? Let's see here.
Would it be in any of your books?
Any of them books there? I don't remember. Did I write stuff down? Are you my grandson?
No.
Huh. Are you sure you're not my grandson? He too was what they call lover of the darkness.
We might be
I think
very
he's a-
distantly related. I don't know.
Great. Add a few more, grandson.
Grandson! Good to have you here. So you're getting married. Well, I can get you the ritual to the star. Don't worry, you got my blessings. You might have to get some more blessings. Usually it was, 4 of us which done our rituals? Yeah, we wanted to do it together to make it easy. That was the old days about doing it. We used to do the various chants. And there was a specific chant you had to do, and you had to grab in a circle. And one of us would always be in charge of it. Doing the chant, if I could remember the chant. Nope, it's eluding me right now. But yes, so all 4 of you got in a circle, and then one started to chant. And anybody that wants to join with you is in the middle of the circle. And then you.
Hokey pokey.
Have you seen my wife?
I believe she is dead.
Oh. That's probably true.
It has been a very long time since you walked this land.
You are bones.
Kinda was when I was, I guess, alive. Anyway, so you get all 4 of you in a circle, and that's the part of the ritual I remember. And you have to do a certain kind of little kind of dance that you have to do, and all of you gotta do it together, and then you gotta say some things, and then there's something magical there too. I can only remember what that is.
Again, do you know if any of your books might contain this information?
I don't know. Maybe. I didn't keep a lot of
You want to
ritual
look at
books in here.
Do you know where, if you did keep any somewhere else?
No, I was good at ritual, but I just memorized them. I had a memory like a steel trap.
Keyword
Kept
had.
it in
Where
there.
there he has.
Have you seen my dog?
He's dead. Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead, Dave.
Greetings, you've met Norik, the Great!
Sorry, that was a Red Dwarf reference.
So, who did you normally do the ritual with?
Oh, there was a lot of us. It was many over the years, but I remember there was this one. Oh, she was a Spitfire. If I wasn't already married, I would have gone for her. What's her name? Andreas or something, I think? She was a great one. He had, and he's gonna do like the, like big chest kind of maneuver with his hands.
God. Indeed. Could you look at the books over on your shelf and tell us if any of those might contain anything of use?
We're gonna put his hands up. Use? For like what?
The ritual.
I think I got a book over there with a really great recipe if you're gonna have a wedding.
We have a caterer, thank you.
That one might be good for making some magical items as wedding gifts.
Again, we just need to get to the sun.
Oh! Which sun?
The one at the top of the tower.
Oh! That's a good one to have a wedding at. I was worried you were gonna go to the other sun. That's harder to get to.
That would be very hot.
Very.
Not as hot as Andreas. No.
Not as hot as the hokey pokey we used to do.
Anyway, glad I could help. I'm going back to bed.
Can you give us any information before you do?
They haven't really told us anything.
I mean, he told us that they need to be in a circle, and then the people helping need to be in the center.
And gave us a name of someone else who...
He gave you, like, a part of the ritual, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have to get it from at least 4 different people, so...
Yes. For some reason, I can't remember anything else.
Okay. Well, get some rest.
All right. Good luck. Woo! Have you seen my cat?
He's dead.
Are you sure? I thought he was made of fire.
What?
Maybe it's alive. I have not seen it.
Oh, is he by any chance curled up on a glass statue?
He didn't like that place. Beware the cat! He's highly allergenic! And made of fire. He disappears. Leaving you standing next to a coffin in the middle of fire.
That I'm now going to have to walk out of again.
Yep.
At least I have another 10 temporary hit points.
Yep.
I will walk back out of the fire.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of feel like that minute is up.
Well, once you have the temporary hit points just go away when the spell ends?
Actually, that's a good point. You get them at the start of each of your turns, so they don't go away until... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if it doesn't give you a timer for temporary hit points, it's just assumed that temp HP stays until it's used or a long rest.
Yeah, I think a long rest gets rid of them.
So I have 10 temporary hit points.
Hey, you only take 1 more damage. That was a pretty low roll at 46.
Yay.
Good for you. I was like, oh yeah, well, so you won't get any more, but
you'll once again emerge. This time, like one of your pants legs will be on fire for a second. You'll be like, oh shit. We're good.
Well, that was something.
Got some information.
And well, we got a name and part of the ritual. And since we only knew 2 of the names,
well. Yeah, we need to do more, and we got that one.
Well, I guess we'll head back. Hopefully the trap has not reset.
It hasn't. Question
And
is,
go.
do you want to look into a cat?
Don't care about this.
No, absolutely not.
Good call.
I just want to see. I'm gonna stare at the flaming orb to see if it's a cat shape.
I mean, well, it's theoretically on the glass statue of flame that was in the one middle of the run room, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna stare at it to see. That's what I mean. I'm gonna stare at it.
Maybe there's a spot that glows a little bit more towards the top, but you can't quite tell. You'd have to climb up there. And as I
I'm
said,
not gonna.
anyway, you'll meet back up with Talk, who'll be like, how did everything go?
We talked to a very, very, very senile ghost.
Huh,
Yeah.
that's unusual.
But he gave us some information. We need
That's
to stand in a circle. There needs to be a circle, and people need to be in the middle of the circle as well as chanting. What we chanting? What the circle diagram needs to be? No idea.
I'll correct you. There was technically a little bit of maybe miscommunications. You need 4 people to be the basically members that do it, and they all have to do a dance together, while
Yes.
one person does the basically ritual part of the chant, and anybody that's going
Okay.
with them stands in the center.
Yeah.
Got it.
And he also said there's a magic component, but he couldn't remember what that was.
Okay.
So there might have to be a use of some kind of magic spell or something right along with it too. But the crazy old man was unable to tell you the exact details. Crazy, old, and senile.
I don't know how ghosts go senile.
Perhaps he already was when he died. Anyway. Well, what else did you find out about?
We also found out another name. You did not
Andreas.
put that.
I will put her
Andreas.
name into chat here to start out with, because she does have a nice title here also to go with it. Which if you say the name Andreas, will kind of give a bad kind of face. I've heard of her name from stories. That might be a difficult one to look into. She might be problematic in certain ways. She was also known as the Pyroclastic Queen. She was a servant of both fire and earth, one of the very few of our kind that mastered both, and served both gods directly.
Well, unfortunately, given that we only have one other name and we need at least 4,
I mean, we
might
can
have
go
to
to the
be one of them.
we can go to the other name first.
Yes, we can go to the stars guy first.
Mm-hmm. Star Sage. That's probably a good idea.
I guess we will head that way.
Mm-hmm. All right. You'll get to the door, and of course it'll have Alavin, the Star Sage, cousin to those who would see the stars, protector of both fire and the night.
I'm guessing similar seal.
Yes. You can easily again break the seal, and beyond it is a hallway similar to the one that you first entered when you went into Alavin's room.
I'll perceive. You want to detect magic while I perceive this hallway.
Yeah, I can detect.
Okay. I will tell you this door ends in a set of wooden doors, very nicely double doors at the end of this hall. You'll look through the hall, and you won't see anything that kind of stands out as very dangerous within the hall.
I'm not gonna click detect magic unless you want me to.
I don't really need you to.
Yeah.
Beyond the normal magics, there are a lot in this place here. If you're kind of like trying to tell and kind of tell difference between them, there does seem to be another magical effect in the area of this hall, and it seems to be. I have to look up what it is. Is that the same? It seems.
More gravity.
No. I would say it seems more akin to a perhaps a detection and a scrying effect towards the center of this area. So, would know when someone's passing through it, basically.
Okay. Maybe we should take this one at a time too, just in case if we're missing anything.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Okay. You can walk down the hall one at a time to the doors at the other end. The doors here, as I said, nothing will happen. Whether or not the detection or scrying meant anything, you don't know. But certainly speaking, it probably pinged somebody somewhere at one point in time. As far as you know, it could be a corpse, or,
Yeah.
you know, you don't know who's getting pinged by it or anything like that.
Pung?
But punged by that. But you will see that there is indeed the set of doors at the end there. Nice, very finely crafted wooden doors. And it has something in a bit of writing on this door, on like a small kind of plaque on the one side.
Has it been less than an hour?
Let me think here for a second. Honestly, probably.
Okay,
Like,
then
you
my
cast it-
translate's still
You
up.
cast it in the room with the papers.
Yeah.
And you probably spent 10 minutes looking over those. You were looking at the books, but you weren't taking a long period of time. So you're probably kind of on the back end of it, in that last half hour.
That's
Not a lot of time necessarily left, but you still have some time, I'd say, within that.
Okay. I still have
It
two
just
more
says,
casts
"Please
to go,
knock."
so I will knock.
All right. For a minute, there's no response, and then you hear an unclicking noise from the door, as it will kind of swing open just a little bit, and you will see there's something on the other side. It'll be like, "Yes? Do you need something?"
We seek information and guidance.
Perhaps I've come to the wrong spot. Why would you need information and guidance from the dead?
We're looking for information on a ritual that has been lost to time.
Well, there's nobody alive to help us, except for a dragon who's being a dick.
That makes sense. Alatar is a rude one. I guess, come inside. If you've reached this far, you are nobody of threat.
Thank you.
As you open the door, you'll now see, because you couldn't really tell what it was, there's a very tall Minotaur woman here.
Oh. That makes sense since it's of the stars.
Please come in. I don't get many visitors here.
She a ghost? Wait, so you said it's Minotaur. It's a ghost Minotaur, though, right?
No, she seems like a physical Minotaur.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
You
considering
inside
everyone...
the chamber that would have been equivalent to the flame chamber looks to be some kind of room. There's the two doors off to the side and another set of double doors to the back end. But this just seems like someone's living quarters. It's got an area where there's a place to cook some stuff in there too. It's got some kind of objects in here. It looks like there's this barrel and crate next to the area to cook things and stuff like that. Yeah.
Considering most people have left this city eons ago, I'm not surprised you haven't had many visitors.
Well, Alatar stopped by at one point in time, but he's a little rude, as I said. I guess when you have earned the great titles of Render of the Sky, the Living Sun, these kind of things happen.
Goes to your head.
It's
Well,
odd
thank
that you
you
don't
for
seem a little
seeing
shocked
us.
to see me. Not many would assume that a living creature would be here, though I am not as living as you would be, in many ways.
Considering what we've been through, not a lot shocks us. I am a little surprised that someone is alive here, but
I mean, we've met 2 alive people so far.
well,
Besides
somewhat
you.
alive.
I am
Yeah.
Lady. I was once the great compatriot to Elvain. The sheer fact is, in our quest to understand the nature of our world, our universe, and both the stars and sun itself, the sun being just a much greater star in many ways, a much greater source of light and power. They are sisters in many ways, though not as well connected. Brethren. The fact is, I ascended to something more akin to the angels or the dragon, if you've met it.
Yes.
I still look over Elvin's grave here. I have occasionally offered guidance to those that would come and visit, and when the city was abandoned, I thought of leaving this place, perhaps returning to my people, giving them guidance, but, I don't know. Just never felt like leaving. Perhaps
They're
old
doing
love.
good, by the.
And we're
I'll
something
let you know they're doing good. We met
They
them.
are doing well. We did meet them.
I'm glad that at least something remains. Well, anyway, please come in. Should kind of like go over to like a table and like kind of move some stuff out of ways, find a couple of chairs and kind of bring them up to it. Like, please sit down. Perhaps you could let me know what you truly are looking for. Perhaps I could help you. Perhaps I could not.
We are looking for a ritual to get to the star on the top of the tower.
Well, Elvain would have known such great things. The ritual was still in use back in the old days. I remember being part of it, certainly, but the exact details and maneuvers they used, well, I could not give you that exact things. The chants, the words, the magic. I did know that those that in the circle had to channel their magics together, their energy together. It was a combo of 4 souls in one. It was said that one could do it alone, but it required great power beyond most of the normal sages and great leaders of this land.
We know there is a dance involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
4 souls is one. That is the point of the dance, to link you all together, where you lose yourselves in the movement. I might be able to find something in Elvain's notes. I'm sure that with you exploring these places, you came perhaps to test the dead, echoes and spirits of those that remain oftentimes in this place. Some of Elvain may remain, but I would prefer that he remains gone in this place, that none of his soul be brought back.
Very well. I do have a question. Was Norik always that forgetful?
Norik. Unfortunately, things went wrong with Norik. His mind was lost in a accident.
You don't say.
Yeah, we spoke with what remains of Norik.
Let me think. I know Elvain had a book of ancient ritual dances, and I think the one you seek was within there. You'll have to figure out which one it is, unfortunately, but I think that book will be able to help you. Once we're done here, I will retrieve it before you go.
Thank you.
Well, you've informed me of at least what's happened with my people, my brethren. Perhaps if there's more that I could answer to you, I might have some answers. But, I was not truly a part of this place. Me and Elvain traveled to many places here. He had his job here once he settled in as the Elder, but it was in both of our Elder ages that I found an ascension beyond something he did. It was even by accident. But that's why I remained as you said, the angel watching over him.
Must be a lonely existence, though.
Yes and no. I am filled with memories that were great. A few lifetimes that we spent together. And this place is still filled with a great energy, a great love, a light of the divinity that was once here. And though you can't see them naturally, I can still see the stars from here at all times. And this is one of the best places to see it. My kind's eyes can pierce through any bright light into the night sky and see what is above.
Impressive. You must have seen many changes in the sky over time.
Stars move more than just a cycle between seasons. They dance about in the darkness. Subtle things, changes that happen here and there. Are they great spirits, great lands? What does it mean? Interpreting them is something that perhaps my people once tried to do much more. I don't know if they still do it, but there are portents there, signs of perhaps what is to come. A beauty. It has been nice to talk to people.
I mean, they do still do that kind of stuff.
What have your lands?
They
Our lands have seen much trouble.
Trouble seems to always
There's
come.
a darkness that has fallen upon them. That's why we seek the spark that's in the sun.
Perhaps light is the counter for darkness then. I do wish you luck. But even if my place wasn't here, my people have taken a vow to remain outside of the normal cycle of many of the other species. It hasn't always served us the best, but it has kept us alive through the many upheavals of this world.
Yeah.
The flight of the old gods, the destruction of the new gods, the disappearance, the flight of the worms. Great events that have shaped this world in many ways. Perhaps you will do another thing to shape it. Anyway, let me get that book for you.
Thank you.
Do you need anything to eat? Though I don't necessarily need to eat. I have supplies here through magic that I use. I can perhaps cook something very nice. It's been a while since I had guests.
I'll look to you guys.
I don't
than
mind
rations.
keeping.
I'm
I don't
good.
mind I don't mind keeping you company for a bit if you want someone to share a meal with.
It would be quite nice.
Perhaps a little bit more conversation. She'll go through the back double doors and head. You're assuming back to a chamber similar to the one where Norik was interned, and eventually returned with a book, which she'll present to you. These are old ritual dances. Again, I am not aware which one is necessarily the one you will seek in here, but I do believe the dance itself will be in here. Do you know of which other spirits may help you? You've already talked to Norik, which I hope has been helpful.
Norik gave us the name of Andreas as someone who might help us. Or would know. Not necessarily would help us, but would know what we need.
Atreus would be aware of the nature of the magical energy that is needed for it, most definitely. Don't think you could pry anything else out of her. She was difficult, to say the least. And not always friendly.
We were told we would need to talk to at least 4 different spirits to get the information. Unfortunately, we do not have a 4th name.
Yes.
I have a feeling that Alatar knows all the information, but is testing us.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
Yeah, probably. Why wouldn't he?
That makes perfect sense.
It's not gonna
Alatar,
just give it to us.
Alatar is different than me. He is a dragon, a worm. They are great creatures that ascend to almost a angelic power as they age. They are, in fact, to a degree, born mortal. Maybe akin to more a spark of divinity reminds in existence at the birth of their time. And as they grow, they become, like him, powerful creatures of divine nigh immortals. Though, in their journeys, they still may face death, and some even can't rise to the level of Alatar. Great dragons like him once guarded the skies and ground, and made sure that no threat from beyond our realm would come to us. No other plane, no other space could come to damage our realm. They're protectors of us all. But it turns out when gods die when connected to your plane, it does kind of act as a negative beacon for all those things to come and visit. Well, the reason why the dragons finally left. Kind of a sign that great powers like them might be threatened with death themselves. It was also meant that's probably another reason why new gods haven't been born since then, even though the powers of divinity still exist within our plane.
Are you saying the dragons keep them from being born?
No, the dragons kept dangers from beyond our world from coming to here. And they weren't needed when the gods died. And now if another danger tries to enter, they probably won't, because dead gods scare them away. It's like putting carrion or a smell near your campsite to warn things away. Smell of a predator's excrement or hunter.
Understood.
I think there is someone you may be able to speak to. I think if you are looking for the final part of it, and you were asked to speak to 4. Andreas, difficult, but you might be able to get the nature of the magic out of it. The final one is an interesting one. You have to go speak to a dead dragon.
Great.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
True. An old story tells of one of the oldest sages here. One perhaps as old in time as a young Alatar. Born together. But one chose the life of mortality, chose to live amongst our people and help guide us. One of our great sages took our form, though in nature and spirit and true body he was a dragon. Those were the stories that I was told to me by Alvin. I believe if Alatar is testing you, then perhaps another dragon. The first and most greatest of all the sages is the one that you must seek. Morog. Or if you search his door, whoops, that's not copying. There we go. Morog. First, the ancient. It is believed that I guess you could call it modern version of worship as it came to be in this city, came about with the help of Morog. It is assumed that Morog was the one that helped teach the people of this city to take to the sky. Perhaps a blessing directly from the gods. But Morog might be have to talk to. They do have a place here, a tomb that is sealed off, but is sealed in a much different way than here. There's a secret to entering it, a secret that most did not know here. But they did not know because they could not learn. I am different than that. I am not of this place. It was quite easy to learn. That was the trick of it. If you were from here, you could not learn it. You could not understand it. You have to remember that knowledge exists when knowledge is allowed to exist in many ways. This was knowledge not allowed to exist in the people of this city. Lost thing. Morag would not be disturbed unless it was needed. Or unless they asked someone like myself. But they're gone now, so they can't ask me. Not that I would have given the answer back in the days. But regardless. What you must do is recite a poem. And she's gonna basically give you a poem. It is an ancient tale that is said to have been created by a draconic philosopher in ancient days. She's actually going to give it to you in a, like, she's going to basically say, like, hey, this is what it is in this language. Basically, you have to say it in draconic. So, and she'll give you the poem. So I'm not going to repeat or say there, but she's going to kind of give it to you so that you know what to say.
No, speak draconic to us.
Yeah.
That makes so much more sense.
Hey, don't speak to me like that. It turns me on.
What? Oh, dragon, kill him! No.
This may have been the trick or the test that Alatar put against you. Have you faced much difficulty in your task so far?
One trap so far.
Yeah. I mean, here, not really.
Well,
If you're talking, like, as a whole.
I merely provide you with a book. You must interpret that book and find what you must need within it. That is a
Ever fought a
test in
dinosaur?
itself. And, Andreas, that might be a different kind of test too. Morag will be your true test. That will perhaps be your most dangerous of tests in many ways. Or
Norik was also a test of patience.
Morag will allow you in because you are not of this place, but
No, cool.
may not help you because you are not of this place. You understand? That is the juxtaposition of it all. That is the test. Find out what you need to do. As much as I can help you with. Again,
You've been very helpful and very pleasant.
the fact is that perhaps my hint was a little bit more than Alatar was expecting, but I don't know. You were able to find me here, so who knows? He is, in a lot of ways, my senior when it comes to divinity. I merely am a child of the divine in a way that I'm more akin to some form of angel. Close to them. Or, I believe the more proper term would be... I can't really remember exactly. Nonetheless.
Thank you for all your hospitality.
Yes. Glad I could help. And, good luck. If you want to enjoy a little bit of food, you can then, and then you will head on, I assume. So, going on then. Okay. So, what's your plan then? You have a book. You will have to make some checks to interpret the book and figure out what kind of dance it is, basically. But you have it. Dance ritual stick to stuff.
Figure
I'd
out how to
probably
do a human dance as a ferret.
Well, as we're eating, I'll probably start to skim through it.
Okay. We'll worry about
Um,
checks for it later at this point in time. So
okay.
I can get a full thing of looking through it. But yeah. Theoretically, the ferret might not need to help with it. But also might, because the ferret dancing will be difficult. Maybe the magic of the ferret might be helpful. But you don't know. Maybe the magic of Umbrin will be enough. Hard to say. All right, we're close. But let's go a little bit longer. We can get a little bit of which one do you want to go to next? That's the question. You can go to
that's
Morag or Atreus.
I think
Why
we
did
should
that
finish
show-
with Atreus.
Did that not show up on stream?
What?
My little thing. Oh well.
I saw it like appear weirdly in the.
Yeah, I saw that too, but well.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, how do I take this?
You
I
just
see it
right-click.
over there in my chat, in the chat here too. The Mora,
there we
the
go.
thing that, and then I see it pop up on your character there briefly. Yeah, like there. And you've got the D&D Draconic that you're able to translate it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nerd I am that I can.
So Morag or Atreus next is what I'm saying. You know.
I say we do the dragon last.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too.
Yeah. All right, so you can head to. We'll go a little bit longer here, kind of get this started. You can head to the door of Atreus, the Pyroclastic Queen, and it's sealed with a similar seal. But you will be impressed upon this door. Looks as though it is shaped almost like burning lava in its art motif. So, but yes, you'll be able to break open the seal and head once again into a hallway. This hallway will be a little bit different, as one side will be orange lights and the other side will be deep red lights, giving this kind of mixture of light on either side of the entire room, as one side looks like it's bathed in blood almost, and the other side bathed in the normal flame that you've been in here. It is kind of like a little creepy with the two sides of two flames.
Lovely. I'll give a perception.
And I'll give it attack.
I see all.
So you will tell that there is something in the center of this hall. You will detect that there is something in the center of this hall. Let's see here. I have to figure out what this is. So. Let's see here. Yeah.
Question is, are we gonna deal with a complex trap for once?
Okay.
Oh,
There's
No.
basically a summoning effect in the middle of the room.
oh, that makes sense.
You've noticed it,
Like that.
Umbrin. You kind of know where it is. You might be able to avoid it. I'd say, like, that's a pretty good check. Like, you can probably, like, figure out a way to, like, avoid the detection sphere of this, like, summoning area. But basically, like, if you would just walk in the middle of the room, something would be summoned to, like, maybe fight you.
Well, I would suggest we avoid that.
Yeah, you rolled really
If
well.
possible.
Like, if you want to, you can probably get around it just without.
I don't know. Do we want to punch a fire monster?
No.
It could be a lava
That's fair.
monster.
I don't want.
It could be a lava monster.
Probably gonna be a lava monster. At least probably not.
It's gonna be a lava
Makes
monster.
sense, especially since most of my spells are fire based.
Yeah, I mean,
We should probably put this. I'll say, yeah, you don't have to even make checks. I'll give you the, you rolled nat 20 there. That can be your like crit success bonus. You know how to get around this without having to make any kind of checks. You figured out this like kind of way that you kind of squeeze through the area without triggering it at all.
I throw, and then I turn around and throw a ferret back into it and run away.
So the next room that you kind of move into will be weird and semi-unpleasant in sort of ways. The first thing that you will notice is a massive statue that seems to be made out of hardened stone almost like it's made out of lava in the middle of the room, which seems to be like a combination of creatures emerging from the lava. At the base of it seems to be this creature that has massive, almost insectile claws, kind of emerging from the bottom of it, and maybe like writhing legs or tendrils. It's hard to tell because it's merged with the rocks. And like, some kind of like, almost kind of like spined tail kind of whipping around this entire thing. And this entire creature then kind of melds itself together into this kind of almost like bird-like creature that seems to be almost kind of merged out of like built lava itself, as though you can kind of see that it's like mouth has like kind of like fangs within it as it's kind of like screeching out.
Well, that's lovely.
Mm-hmm. The entire thing, though, is also quite hot, as feels as though it's like cooling lava. So it's like that entire thing of like, yes, it's cooled, it's still lava. It's not quite perfectly cool there. That's what the entire statue feels like. So it fills the center of the room with this heat. The rest of the room, you can see, is kind of covered in the walls where it seems to be what you can best describe as trophies. There are the heads of all kinds of creatures attached on the walls, all kinds of strange beings. Some of them are recognizable. That one's a troll. That one's some kind of weird dragon you've never seen before. Over there, that looks like an elf. Things like that. But then there's some other weird ones where there's some kind of like strange like bestial creature that has its head on the wall, and like one that looks like it's like some kind of half, like almost like a half man, half insect face. There's some very strange ones like that are on these walls. But yes, the various trophies kind of adorn this wall, and then you can see the floor here seems to be kind of almost carvings of various intricate things that seem to be probably more like various like runes and religious kind of markings that seem to be carved on the floor and kind of emanating out from the fiery cooling lava statue.
Huh. So trolls are real. I'll be damned.
I thought we saw a troll before.
You heard stories about them.
I know, it was ogres.
Yeah, you saw ogres.
Yeah, my dad I thought they were fake. My dad just said they would eat me if I didn't eat my vegetables.
Hey, look, isn't that your grandmother over there? No.
Well, if they ate you for not eating vegetables, I would be eaten very quickly because I am an obligate carnivore.
You don't eat vegetables.
As per usual, with this main room, it has a smaller door off to the left and right, and of course the big double doors in the back. But I think, honestly, with the giant impressive statue in front of you, this might be a good place to leave it off, that you've entered into this nice room here, that you've got cooling lava statue in the middle of this room, and all the nice heads along the walls. This room is pleasant. I mean, you could. Don't know what you'd find out from one of them. Depends on what you grab. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of heads in here that some of them just definitely stand out as,
That's not a way to get a head in the world.
Yeah. Because there's definitely a good chunk of humanoid heads in here, of various species, along with various monsters and stuff, too. Yeah.
Look, it's Calder's grandmother.
Let's go!
We might want to think ahead for next time.
Yeah.
There will be a lot of these.
We want to stay ahead of the game.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll leave it there. You've gotten halfway through the areas. I'm gonna say I was ready for both these areas. You chose the longer route.
Figures.
Yeah. It would technically have been less time to do the other route. I didn't mind doing either, so it's interesting which one you chose. This one was definitely a fun one to go with for the int-based one, more knowledge-based one, kind of a little side adventure.
Well, that's what we were kind of preparing for, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why I was doing all the studying and everything.
Mm-hmm. As I said, you had another option that the dragon gave you. So,
I was tempted, but...
Yeah. It would
Again,
have been,
out of character, I was far more curious as to what the other route would have been.
it
but
would have been interesting it would have been interesting in a different way. So I think like this has some fun things about it, and you get a little bit of lore about it too. But I gotta be honest, there would have been different things where you would have also been able to contact a little lore that way. It would have been different things though.
Yeah.
You know. But I was ready either way, and I was interesting. That's the thing is, I was curious which one you were gonna take, and you know.
Yep.
So. Yeah.
We chose the one to talk to a doddering old man.
You did talk to a doddering old man, and I love you for that. Norik is wonderful. He is crazy, and have you seen his cat?
Yes. It's on top of a statue.
Technically, you didn't. You thought you may have. Technically, you didn't.
Well, I don't want to pet his cat. It's on fire.
It is a cat, maybe made of fire.
don't pet the flaming pussy.
There you go. I gave my little idea. All right. Unless anybody else
They
has
make
anything.
a cream for that.
Unless we want to, shout out anything else, I will turn it over to Wyrm for your shout out. Do you do your thing?
Yeah, I'm Diamond Wyrm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWyrm or at DiamondWyrm on Twitter and Blue Sky, and DiamondWyrm9234 on YouTube. Next stream should be Friday, where we are probably playing more grounded, but we might play Peak.
We'll see if the maps are good. Keep a look.
1 in 4 chance. 2 50-50s, 1 in 4.
We just want pretty much the one area for the second map. The new area.
I mean, it's more important. Yeah, that's true. Like, we can go with the Glacier, but that's about 50-50 then, because we really want to try the new area more than anything.
Yeah, it'd be
I'd
nice
prefer to
do both.
do both.
I agree.
But yeah, definitely the first one is more important.
I assume no one else had any shout outs, so I can turn over to myself unless you want to interrupt me with something. Okay. Alright, hi. I hope you enjoyed this Dance Down Adventure. You've been on my channel most likely here checking out stuff, whether on Twitch or YouTube. Hey, check out more of my stuff. Hey, I'll be live tomorrow with some stuff. I will of course be back with Friday for playing with Wyrm. Check out next week. We will be still on schedule for next week, but we are probably going to be off on the 24th. I might have something on that day. I don't know yet. I'm just going to announce that ahead of time. I'll figure out if I want to do something on that day or not in place of it. I might take the evening off. I honestly haven't decided yet. But we'll at least be back next week. Check out Discussing Tabletop Saturday at 6. And yeah, check out all my social media link below. And I hope you've enjoyed this and any other stuff I do. And anyway, until the next time we play and check out some, trophies and lava statues, I say bye, everybody!